My name is Yasufumi Shimada, 26. I work as a copywriter. Give me a concise description of how good instant noodles are. I was thinking of a good phrase that would be used for one of our products. I currently live in a high-rise apartment with my father, who is a department head at a company. It's almost Dad's birthday. My mother passed away when I was young, so my dad raised me on his own. What should I give him? I respected my father and appreciated him. How can I repay him? I realized that thinking about that had become a habit. I wanted to see my dad happy. I wanted to let him know my gratitude. As an adult, I felt that way even more. One day, my dad said he wanted to talk to me. It was shocking. Marriage?
Yep. We have a lot of similar interests, and she really wanted to be with me.
I see. Congrats, Dad.
Wait, that was easy.
Of course. You worked so hard for me all this time. Don't worry about me, and live for yourself now.
Yasufumi, thank you. But I feel a little sad.
What are you saying? We're still family.
I thought you'd be a little sadder and cry for me.
What were you expecting? Don't treat me like a little kid.
To a parent, a child is a child.
Hey, don't throw a tantrum. Later, my dad brought the woman he would marry. Her name was Kyoko Numazu. She worked for a client of his, and that's how they met.
Kyoko, Yasufumi-san, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Kyoko was 43, but she looked really young. She was what one would call a cougar. She was kind, so I understand why my dad fell for her.
Yasufumi, good timing. Kyoko-san baked a cake. Let's eat together.
Please eat some.
Soon after, Kyoko and my dad got married. She moved into our apartment. Kyoko-san was a homemaker and doted on my father. I could tell she loved my father. They're newlyweds, so maybe I should leave soon. I need to find a place. A week after Kyoko-san came to our place, my dad wasn't home, so it was just the two of us.
Yasufumi-kun, may I?
Yes, what is it?
I want you to leave this place. Takanori-san said he wanted to spend more time with me, and you're an adult, right? Don't depend on your parents forever.
Her face seemed a little twisted. It bugged me a little, but I agreed. I guess I'm in the way. Actually, I was thinking that too. I'm looking for a place, so don't worry.
I see. Slackers should leave soon.
The next day, I told my dad about it. Dad, I'm gonna live alone.
What? Why all of a sudden? Did something happen?
I feel like I should be independent, and I want you to spend time with Kyoko-san.
I see. Well, come back anytime.
I prayed that things would go well with my father and Kyoko-san, and I left the apartment. After that, I found an apartment and started living alone. As for housework, I had always done it with my dad, so it was no problem. I'd have to do it all on my own now. It would be hard. I finished cleaning and laundry, so dinner next. Shoot, I made too much. I always made enough for two, so suddenly cooking for one was pretty difficult. I wonder if Dad is enjoying newlywed life. We were always together, but now we weren't. I was feeling a little lonely. I was getting used to living alone. I decided to take a walk.
Whoa!
Whoa, are you okay? I bumped into a woman. The woman dropped the paper she was holding.
I'm sorry. I was rushing and not looking forward.
No, are you okay? I started gathering the papers with her. Her name was Asami Koyama.
I'm sorry. I bumped into you and you're helping me.
Apparently, Koyama-san was a writer. She stayed up all night to prepare these manuscripts for a meeting. Wow, it's a different genre, but I work as a copywriter.
Oh, really? Copywriters try to capture someone's attention with one phrase, right? I feel like they're unique even in the writer space.
I think they're rarer than internet article writers. It can pay well, but it's difficult. We got along immediately since we were both writers. Are you okay on time? Weren't you in a hurry?
I got too engrossed in the conversation. I can't make my client wait. I'm going. Let me repay you sometime.
Koyama-san hurriedly handed me her business card.
See you.
She left like a storm. She's got so much energy. I looked at her card. Huh, she's next door. What a coincidence. Serendipitously, Koyama-san and I started meeting regularly.
I talked about copywriting to my client the other day. They were really interested and wanted to meet with you.
Whoa, that's great. Actually, one of my clients. They were asking me if I knew any writers that could do content creation. We met up more often and fell for each other. We started dating. For our first date, is there anywhere you want to go?
How about a library? We're both writers, so let's look at different writings and build up our knowledge. The 3-hour course or the 6-hour course?
There are courses? Sure, we might as well. She was a little out there. It was cute. I was living my best life. Meanwhile, at my dad and Kyoko-san's apartment,
Yasufumi came up with this phrase on this coffee can.
Oh, okay.
He's my pride and joy. I hope the three of us can go on vacation someday.
Yeah. I thought he was finally out of the way, but that kid, so annoying. Ugh, what should I do?
some time passed. We were calling each other by our first names and speaking casually. There was something bothering me, so I was a little out of it.
You look down. Did something happen?
No, nothing. The sky looks nice.
Don't change the subject. I can tell by your face. I want to help you if you're in trouble. Partners share happiness and sadness, right?
You're right. I can't worry my partner. I was moved. I opened up to her about my worries. A week later, I came to the high-rise apartment to get my comic books. Asami was going to write reviews for a manga site, and I had some there. Asami said she wanted to meet my dad, so I brought her.
Ooh, I'm nervous.
Just be your cheery self. My dad is a nice man. I'm sure I'll be nervous too when I ask your parents' blessing. Too soon? I'm home.
Hello. Welcome. Yasufumi-san, who's this?
My girlfriend, Asami.
Nice to meet you.
Kyoko-san greeted us. I thought my dad would be waiting for us, but strangely, I was wrong.
Takanori-san had some urgent business and left.
He did?
So can you two leave? Or did you need something else? I'll take care of it.
Thank you. I just came today to get some books for my room, so I'll do it.
Okay.
I brought out the manga from my room. I was putting on my shoes to leave when Kyoko spoke to me.
By the way, I heard you own a company? You're a writer?
I own one, but I don't have any employees. I was a one-man CEO. I was working as an independent contractor, but because my pay was good, I started a company.
That's amazing. I did some research.
Kyoko-san stopped there. She spoke deliberately.
You have quite the reputation.
Mm-hmm. Recently, I've been seeing random hate comments on my social media. This was what I talked to Asami about the other day. Yes, unfortunately. The hate comments increased one day for some reason.
I'm worried. Won't it affect your work?
Due to the nature of my work, but I have regular clients, so I'm making do.
That's good. I hate to say it, but they say where there's smoke, there's fire. And this is what I think. Are you doing bad things to make money? I know you're his stepmother, so I'm sorry, but isn't that too far? But these bad rumors are probably a result of his daily actions, right? I'm worried to have someone like that in my family.
I'm sorry. I was going to do something about it. I'll formally request identification soon.
Formally? Shouldn't you repent and change yourself?
Blaming others for everything isn't good, but this isn't the case, right? Or is there a reason you don't want me to do that?
Of course not.
Kyoko-san's face went through a million expressions. She got paler and paler. She was basically confessing. She finally revealed her true self.
You're getting cocky. You came today to cry to Takanori-san, right?
Huh?
I know. Writers don't make any money. You started your own company, but it won't be good with the rumors, right? So you came to ask Takanori-san for help.
Kyoko-san definitely spread the rumors. I thought it was because she didn't like me, but I was wrong. What she wanted was...
Sorry, I can't let someone like that go near Takanori-san. It's a wife's job to protect her husband.
It was to pull me away from my dad.
That's...
Asami, it's okay. I'm sorry you had to see this. Can you wait outside?
But...
This is my problem. Asami might get hurt, so I smiled to make her feel better. Asami understood, but looked worried. She was about to go outside to wait for me. When she opened the door...
Takanori-san?
What? I turned around in surprise. It was my dad.
Well, welcome back. You were home.
Yeah, the registers were backed up, so it took a while. I rushed home, but...
My dad was holding a box from a cake shop near the station. He had bought a cake for us.
I was about to come in, but I heard you yelling, so I listened from outside.
So, right when she started revealing herself,
Listen, actually...
Asami explained everything. My dad frowned. Kyoko turned paler and paler.
I see. Yasufumi, did you leave because of Kyoko-san?
It was one of the reasons, but I did think I should get out. I didn't want to get in the way. My dad understood. His face was scarier than I'd ever seen it. He grilled Kyoko-san.
Kyoko-san, I'm truly disappointed.
Takanori-san, no. This was a misunderstanding.
Yes, there was a misunderstanding. So I'll let you know. Yasufumi bought this place for me.
What?
Not just this apartment. The car I'm driving, Yasufumi gave it to me for my birthday.
Before, my dad and I lived in a cheap apartment, but my business was going well, so I bought a high-rise room. I had given my dad a car and watches to pay him back.
Yasufumi said it was to repay me. I was happy. Not because they were expensive. The son I raised on my own wanted to repay me. I was happy he felt that way.
Dad...
Kyoko-san, I wanted to marry you for your thoughtfulness of others. You said you wanted to get along with my son and talk to him. That's why I chose you.
I love you. You were kind to me.
But you did a terrible thing to my son, whom I love most in this world. You hurt him. I would trade my life to protect him. I misunderstood you. We're getting divorced. Pack up and leave today.
No, no divorce. I love you. I'm not lying. It was the first time I fell for someone like that, without you.
Kyoko-san clung to my dad, but his eyes held no love as they looked at her.
Hey, say something. I'll apologize for everything. I admit that I said those nasty things, so...
I see. I don't intend to forgive you either.
Why? I'm apologizing.
I knew from the start that you didn't like me. But I was going to be supportive if it meant my dad would be happy. I believed you truly loved my dad. I believed you'd make him happy. But you hurt my dad. And you caused a lot of trouble for me and my clients. I will be formally requesting money from you to make up for the losses you caused.
No! I just wanted the person I love to see me. I understand where you're coming from.
Asami spoke. It was like she was gathering her thoughts.
In Buddhism, there is a saying, love is selfless. Love hopes for happiness of others. If that's love, love is holding back for the happiness of your partner. Forgiving even if you don't like it. You must like your husband a lot. But prioritizing your own happiness means your love is for yourself. It wasn't for your husband. Love is knowing that your new mom hates you but accepting her. Love is hoping for your father's happiness. Yasufumi's emotions are love.
A tear fell from Kyoko-san's eyes. The day ended with the tears of a woman who couldn't love. Later, Kyoko and my dad got divorced. I sued her for defamation and losses. Kyoko and my dad were clients of each other, so word traveled to her workplace. Kyoko was harangued and sent off to some branch in the countryside.
I really love him. I love him.
She couldn't love the one she loved. It was a shock for her since she liked my dad so much. What is love? She would spend the rest of her life thinking of my father and wondering. Meanwhile, I introduced Asami to my dad. My dad celebrated with a cake. Dad, can I live here again?
Of course. If you two are getting married, I'll leave.
It's too soon for marriage.
You can't say that, Mr. Shimada.
My dad put his head to the ground to apologize for Kyoko. But I don't blame my dad. I met Asami because of what happened. I was grateful.
You're going to live here too, right, Yasufumi?
Huh? Oh, if you're okay with it.
I'm gonna have him tell me all the stuff I don't know about you. Also, you two look so happy together. That makes me happy.
Thank you, Asami. But wait, I haven't proposed yet, right? Wait, is that what's happening?
You met someone great, Yasufumi. Your happiness makes me the happiest.
Love comes in many forms. There is no one answer to what is love. So, I want to say this. Love is wishing for someone's happiness. Dad, thank you for raising me and giving me so much happiness. I vow to my mom in the sky, I will continue to love my father back until the day he isn't here anymore.
Hello, Brittany here. Once again, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. You know I love to respond to those. Bye!